Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Vijay and I'm a Microsoft MVP in SharePoint. In today's video, we are going to discuss about SharePoint site owners. So basically, who are the SharePoint site owners? What are their roles and responsibilities? And what is the difference between a SharePoint site owner and a SharePoint site collection administrator? And we will see how to find SharePoint site owners in Office 365 for both classic SharePoint site as well as for the site which are connected to one Microsoft 365 group or a Office 365 group connected site. Apart from that, we will see how we can add or remove owners in SharePoint Online. Also, we will see the difference or what are basically site owner and members. So let us first understand what is a site owner, who are the site owners. Now, once you create a SharePoint site, whether you requested to your admin team, they have created it through any request form, or you have created from the Office 365 admin center, then next part is how to manage this site, or who will be the person who can manage the overall site. These are the SharePoint site owners. So a site owners will have full control to the SharePoint site. So if let's say there is a site HR and you put XYZ, then that person will be responsible for the managing the overall site, and that person will have the full control to the SharePoint site. Now, next thing is, what are basically site owner roles and the responsibilities? The overall design, if the user or if the site owner wants to change the site title or the site theme, site description, then they can do that. Apart from that, also they can manage the permission for the entire site. As I said, for example, you will having a list or library as a let's say which should be visible or which only your HR team should access. Then in those scenarios, you can give permission to only to the HR people. So that permission can be managed by the SharePoint site owners. Apart from that, also if any time it requires to create additional permission groups, then they should be able to create it. Also, the site owners are responsible for creating any subsite, because if there is a department HR, probably location wise, if you want to create another site for HR US people, then you can create subsites and those site owners will be responsible for that. And also SharePoint site owners can add, edit or delete web pages or any web pages. For example, you want to add a page for your CEO visit to a location, then and you want to share with your organization, then as a site owner you can do that. Apart from that, there are a lot of tasks that is there which require site owner permission to do those things. Now the next thing we will see is who are basically the site owners and who are the site collection administrators. Now overall, if you will see as the name suggests, site collection administrators will have full control to the site and also the subsites under that particular site collection. So everywhere the user will be having access, or the site collection administrator will have access. But if you look at a SharePoint site owner, then only the owner will have permission or the full control to that particular site for which the user is the owner of that site. Now, whatever a user can do, whatever a site owner can do, those things can be done by the SharePoint site collection administrator. Apart from that, there are certain things that a site collection administrator can do. For example, the site collection level features, or if you want to create site columns, content type, those kind of things, or if you want to change the navigation for the site collection, then you can do that, or a site collection administrator can do that. So if in the classic SharePoint site or in any on-premises site, not on the online site, but if we take any SharePoint on-premises sites like SharePoint 2013, SharePoint 2016 or SharePoint 2019, those sites, if we will look at, then the structure will start like you will have SharePoint web applications. Under that, there will be multiple site collections under a particular web application, and under a single site collection you can have multiple subsites, and each subsite also can have nested subsites. And in those scenarios, you will be having the SharePoint site collection role is major. And if I will show you in a SharePoint classic online sites, you can click on the settings icon or the gear icon, then site settings. Then if you will look at, there is a section available for the site collection administration, and you can see these are the things a SharePoint site collection administrators can do. And you will not get this site collection administration option if you are opening any SharePoint subset. So that way you will be able to know which is your SharePoint site collection and which is your subsite. In case if you are working with Microsoft 365 group connected sites, then by default the group owners will be added to the site admin or the site collection admin group. Now how we can see this, where is your site collection administrators? Then you can go to here in the same site settings page, click on site collection administrator, and you will be able to see here who are the users, and you can easily click on this. You can remove the users, you can add or modify the users over there who will be your site collection administrators. Now how you can see the site collection administrators in a Office 365 group connected site. Now you can see here, this is a SP guide, says a Office 365 group connected site, and here how you can go. So click on the settings icon or the gear icon, then click on site permissions, and once you click on site permission, you can see here it is showing advanced permission settings. Now click on this, and you can see here site collection administrators. So you can click on this and you will be able to see who are the site collection administrator. As I said, the owners group will be added by default to the SharePoint site collection administrator, and who are the person that you have added while creating the SharePoint site, those persons will be responsible, or those person will become your site collection administrators. Now you can see by default these three groups will be created when you create a Office 365 modern site or a group connected site. There will be members, there will be owners, and there will be visitors. We'll see what is the difference between a members and owners. Now let us see how we can find the site owners in Office 365. So there are a couple of ways we can do that. First thing is, let us see how we can find it in SharePoint, classic SharePoint sites. So you can see here, this is a classic SharePoint sites. I can go to the site settings. You can go here settings and then click on site settings. And under this user and permission, you can see here there is site permissions. When you click on the site permission, you will be able to see a lot of groups created over here. And you can see there is a group which is known as your SharePoint site name and then owners. So in this case, my site name is TS Info Classic, and that's the reason the group name is TS Info Classic Owners. You can click on that, and once you click on that, you will be able to see the users who are actually your site owners, and how we can add the owners or the new owner. If you want to add, click on new and then click on add user, and in this add user you can give any user. For example, I will put another user here. I will click on share. So now this user will become a SharePoint site owner for this particular site. And if you want to remove it, you can simply select the user, go to the action, and you can see here remove users from group. So once you click on that, it will ask you for confirmation, and now you can see here the user has been removed, and these two are the owners for this particular site. So this is about the classic SharePoint site. And a modern or a Office 365 connected site, you can directly come here and you can see these are the owners on a modern site. But let me show you from the home page. When you will open a SharePoint online modern site or a group connected site, you click on the settings icon here and then click on site permissions. You will see here your site owners and site members and site visitors. And if you will look at here, this is the user who is the owner now, and as I said before, the owner group will become also the site owner for this particular SharePoint site. Whoever the users are in this particular group, they will become the site owners. Apart from that also, you can add any user and you can make the owner. For example, I will click on invite people and I will say add members to this to group. By the way, if you will select add members to group, then it will be the user will be added to group. But if you will say share site only, then the site will be shared to, or the SharePoint site only will be shared. You will not get benefit of the Office 365 group things. So now in this case, I will click on add members to group, and then here I can actually see all the members. First of all, you can see, and if you want to make a member here, or make a member to a owner here, you can simply click over here and then you can say owner, and you can make an existing member owner of this particular site. But apart from that, you can also click over here and you can select any user. You can see here I select this user and click on save. So once you click on save, that will become a member, and on that you can click over here, you can set owner. I just refresh the site and you can see here it is showing 5 members. Click over here and then you can see the user becomes a owner now. So this is how you can set, or you can add the user as a owner in a Office 365 group connected site. Now let us see how we can add a user to a group, or how we can set a site owner from Microsoft 365 Admin Center. But before going to that, if you are interested to learn SharePoint, then you can check out the SharePoint development training course which I have created. It has more than 60 hours of course and 23 modules are there. It covers all these things. I'll put the link in the video description. You can have a look at this. It has entire things over here. So now let me open the Microsoft 365 Admin Center first of all. So I will click on admin.microsoft.com. So this will open your Office 365 Admin Center or Microsoft 365 Admin Center. And if you will expand this, you can click on active groups, and here you will be able to see all your SharePoint groups, all your Office 365 groups, whether however you have created, all the groups will be here. Now if you will see, our site is SP Guides and there is a group associated with that site. That's the reason that is a SharePoint site with Office 365 group connected. Now anytime you can click over there in that group, and then you can see you can go to the members, and here you will be able to see the details. For example, here you can see owners. We have already added this owner now, so there are 3 owners, and you can click and you can view all and manage the owners. So once you click on that, you can see this is the user. If you want to remove, you can click over there and click on save. Now the user is removed and that user is no more a part of the SharePoint site owner group. But if you want to add additional owners, it will take some time. Actually, sometimes you can refresh and then it will the changes will reflect. Now click on view and manage permission. So you can see here you can click on add owners and you can suggest any user, or you can select any user from here. So for example, I will select this user. I will click on save, and once you click on save, you can see the user is now a site owner for this particular group. So once the user is part of the Office 365 group, the user will automatically become a owner of that SharePoint site owner group. You can also change the SharePoint site admins from SharePoint Admin Center. So if I will go to SharePoint Admin Center, let me just close it. I'll say show all, and then you can see here SharePoint. Click on that, and then you can see here this is the SharePoint Admin Center URL. And here when you expand these sites and click on active sites, you will be able to see all your sites here. And in that, if you want to check who are the site admins, then you can actually check it from here. So if you click on a SharePoint site, and then you can see here permission is over here, and here you can see these are the site admins or the site collection administrators. And click on manage, and here you will be able to add your site admins, and also you can add primary, and you can set primary and secondary admins. In this case, you can see here this user is a site admin, and if you want, you can set the user as the primary admin, and you can select from here. For example, I will select a user from here, and I can make that as a SharePoint site collection administrator, and I can also make this user primary admin. So this is how you can manage admins from the SharePoint Online Admin Center. You cannot set site owners. So basically, if you will click on site owners, you can just see it from here, but it will not allow you to add any additional site owners from here. The last thing that we will see here is what is the difference between a SharePoint site owner or a site member. What site owners, as I said, we already discussed, will have full control to the SharePoint site, but the site members will have edit permission to the SharePoint site. So that means the site members can create list libraries, they can add or remove files, or they can add edit list. So whatever the permission that whatever the edit permission allowed, those things that user can do in the SharePoint site. And in case of a Microsoft 365 group connected site, then the group members will be automatically added to the SharePoint site members. And that is the reason, let's say if I will open the Office 365 group connected site, you can see here by default when you click over here and go to site permission, there are three groups are there. But if you look at the classic SharePoint site, you will be having a contribute permission, and here by default it will not be there. So you can actually create and you can assign to any group about the contribute permission, because not always you will you want all your users to they should be able to create a site or create list or libraries. So this is all about the site owners. I hope you got an idea about the site owners, their roles and responsibilities, how we can add, remove site owners from SharePoint classic site, from SharePoint modern site, Office 365 group connected sites. So if you want similar kind of videos, then subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will got a lot of free videos on SharePoint, Office 365, Power Platform, SPFX, all these videos you will get it. Thank you and have a nice day.